Nobody told me to make this video, but here we are. So Trove, where do I even start? It's a really repetitive game that you have to put a lot of time into in order to get like all the trophies. Hell, and it's even a lag fest. Like honestly, this game is really shitty at times. Like look at this. Or this. Or even this. The amount of times that this game has crashed on me, I could literally probably make $1 million if I were to get a single penny. Anyways, I'm making this video because I want to give my opinion of it and tell you how my experience has been coming back to Trove. Unless you've never heard about this game and you actually happen to stumble upon this video to click on it somehow, which is a probably 0%. Trove in a nutshell is a Minecraft MMO. The story is very simple.
Before, the land was lush. Then, the moon goddess threatened it all. Are you ready to square your shoulders to take on the weight of the world? Well, it's time for you to prove it.
In a nutshell, this game is a hack and slash, but in my opinion, what it sets from other games is its customization and it being kid-like. When I was a kid, man, I ate this shit up, bro. But Trove is a game where you could just turn off your brain and just kind of go wild. Or if you have ADHD but wanted to grind, this was the game for you. Like Minecraft, you can turn off your brain and it's just full-on brain rot. But with this game, there was just a little bit more to it. Minecraft has mods to where it could be MMO-like, and honestly, it's just your preferred play style and how the game looks to you, I guess. How you decide if Minecraft's better or this game's better. Because in my personal opinion, I'd rather play this game for MMO, but Minecraft for, you know, building and whatnot. This game has building, but it's actually terrible. Trove was my childhood game, and maybe it was for you as well. But I want to make one thing effing clear. This is not a children's game. Look at all this shit that they have here, bro. Like, it would take me a lifetime to grind everything this game adds. But I enjoyed the game, and all jokes aside, I think it's a fun experience. Coming back to the game is kinda easier now, actually, because I remember when I was first playing the game, it was a lot harder to get power rank, but right now we can get up to 45k. Before it was harder to get to 35k, but now with them raising up the level, I just feel, you know, more powerful. It's gonna go up to 50k at some point, and that's gonna be really cool. Power rank is your overall strength. It gets more complicated to explain, but so I don't drag this video on even longer, I'ma not do that. I am not a qualified person to do so. While I really like this game, I also have a lot of problems with it. And not just because of the lag. So I'm gonna go over the pros and cons about this game because I feel like if you're trying to get into the game, then it'd be really good to know what you're bracing yourself for. Or if you've already played the game, maybe you could just relate to these problems. There's a lot of variety when it comes to classes. Classes are different characters that have different abilities. So one can shoot like a minigun and the other can summon a bunch of munchkins. It's nice having the variety because when you're bored of one class, you can just switch to another. And if you have one class built, then it's much easier to build the other ones. You can sell materials in this game through the marketplace, and somebody could actually grind and make a lot of money from it in terms of, you know, in-game currency. But also a lot of people like to do is, you know, get that currency and then sell it for actual cash. The premise is super easy to follow. It's just a dungeon crawler slash hack and slash. So you go around and killing a bunch of mobs in a dungeon, and then you go on to the next one for loot. It's pretty much like that throughout the whole entire game, so you pretty much know what you're getting into from the jump. Obviously, if you don't play, you won't get anything, but it's an easy game that you can drop and then come back to after not playing forever. I just want to point this out there, that if you're on a different system than PC, then you're kinda, you know, it's gonna be a little bit harder to find people. to actually, like, be nice. Like, I don't know what's up with PlayStation users, but if they have something up their obviously, not everybody's like that, but it's just, I have opinion about PlayStation because that's the console that I play. I bet PC's so much nicer. I mean, you could tell me if I'm wrong, especially since this game is on Switch and Xbox as well. Like, I haven't experienced those chats, but PlayStation, for some reason, like, is toxic as hell. There are nice people, but you have to try to dig a little bit through the community to try to find them. My personal recommendation would be for you to start on PC because at the end of the day, this is a PC-oriented game. There's a lot more lag on the consoles than there is on the actual PC. Now for the fun part. You don't have to agree with my list, but everybody that plays Trove will admit to one thing: the game is a laggy mess. I don't really know why it's like this, but I still play Trove even though that it has a lot of cons over the pros. And you're probably thinking to yourself, why would you play a game that has this many problems? My answer is I don't even know myself. There is nostalgia involved. For the most part though, I really enjoy the game. Even without counting nostalgia, this game has a lot to offer in terms of challenges and the ability to play with your friends. I know from what I said, the game doesn't seem enticing in terms of the pros and cons, but I would argue that this game is more easy than Minecraft, if you know what MMOs are, because the learning curve in Minecraft and Trove are completely different. To sum it up, this game is shit. On a real note, this game has issues, but if you want a sexier character design than Minecraft and a game to grind with different character abilities, then think about picking up Trove. Not sponsored, by the way. I'll wrap it up with this. Even with all the bad stuff about the game and, you know, reputation of just being a kid's game, there are still 40-year-olds playing this game because it's just, like I said, a chill game that you can keep doing the same thing over and over again. And I think that repetition, since it stays the same in that regard, a lot of people love that simplicity. But is that good for the game? I mean, I guess it's working for now. As for how Trove as a whole coming back to the game is, I'll say I'm enjoying it because I do love the simplicity, but I'm gonna leave it there. If you guys have any questions, leave them down in the comments below, and there's nothing more for me to say other than thank you guys for watching the video. I'll talk to you guys in the next one. Make sure to like and follow. Peace. I don't think you understand. He just wants to have the right to say I got played. He's trying to be this father that you never had.
That's quite a way to put it.
Yeah, because when I lost my virginity, my dad was patting me on the back saying,
Yeah.
So what you do, now I know it's not as long, but you could still make it work. So,
Oh my god. You actually need this. You're done.
angle it back. You know what? Here, let me help you. Let me grab it. There you go. That's No, Josh, no, that's it. Let me pull it out for you, bud. Here, now. There, that's the spot.
What the actual fuck?